Penultimate. We're at Oulton Park for round 7 of an 8-round championship in No Limits in 2025. So this is the penultimate round. So second to last time, we're going to be riding this little beauty.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
For some more fun around Oulton Park. Last year was my first year at Oulton, so I've done less than 20 laps ever in my life around here. Well, actually, that's a lie because I've qualified today. So qualifying was interesting. As you can see, there's some remnants of some clues about what the weather was doing earlier. We actually qualified on wet. There was a dry line, so it was basically who wants to be bravest. Spoiler, it wasn't me, I wasn't bravest. I've qualified 5th, so not bad though. Callum is behind us. He's obviously the championship leader. The first race tomorrow looks like it's going to be dry, so we're going to put some dries in. I've got a fresh rear boot there. Yeah, there's the championship standings going into the second to last round. So it's only 2 races this weekend, so only 50 points up for grabs for 2 wins. So there's not loads to be gained, but we've still got to try hard nonetheless. I would like to reclaim the lead going into the final round because that would just be cool, wouldn't it? But
You ain't first, you're last.
arrived early this morning after working late. Went for a sleep. So yeah, qualified. Gonna have some food and probably have an early night and ready for 2 races tomorrow. The first of which is a 9 AM start. So yeah, that's the state of play. We've got no GoPro footage from this weekend because, like a donkey, I didn't pack the case. I basically looked in my camera bag, saw that in there, thought it was the case, and it's actually just the window. So we're down the GoPro, but we've got the Ghost and the 360, so we've still got two angles covered. There's only 2 races as well, so hopefully we won't be short of loads of footage. But just taking some fuel out now. I put 5 litres in for qualifying, did 5 laps. So fuel light was on when I put the 5 litres in, so it should work out pretty much exactly what we used to lap, which would be nice because we haven't got a lot of time to figure that out tomorrow. Morning sports fans, it's race day now. We're out in about an hour, so it's time to get suited and booted.
Right, the Hercules beetle. Now the Hercules beetle is one of the largest flying insects in the world. So go fly around the track, and it's also good at surprise attacks. So attack and fly is the goal, but not too quick. Just chill a bit out there and just enjoy the race. The sunshine and the rain later.
At half a foot long and weighing in at 2 ounces, the contenders are evenly matched. The challenger moves closer.
Hi, Uncle Riders, well coordination.
The challenger moves into fighting range.
please. Hiding in the shadows.
Too weak to take it!
Best race of the season, man.
You tried so bad to stop me from winning.
I can't help it.
Right, just finished race 1, P1 again. I did spot Lewis a minute ago. I'll go and stick the camera in his face. I had a great battle with Lewis and Louisa Benny. Callum passed me a few times as well, but it was basically try and get in front of each other and then try and get the super twins in between us, and it just went for the entire duration of the race. So really funny. The 8 laps felt like a long time, so 10 laps later would be interesting, but such a good race and another P1. So.
And Tommy, wow.
Yeah, Tommy literally haven't spun a lap since until emergency practice this morning and just got P2. I didn't see him in the race, so I didn't know until he told me over the line. But yeah, Tommy from the back with no experience, P2 is mega, and helped me out in the championship. So he's kind of redeemed himself for beating me in race 4 at Cadwell, the little bastard. We got a few hours till race 2 though, so we get to chill out. Ooh, baby. Look at that puppy. So this affects that a fair bit. So we're just going to update this now because this changes stuff. Back on top. So Tommy did me a favour. He actually finished in front of Callum in that one. So Callum only got 16 points instead of second for 20. So yeah, Tommy did me a favour by overtaking him there. So it's opened the gap up a little bit. But we've got another race. I know Tommy's going to fancy his chances. You know, he started 21st overall because he didn't qualify, so he started from the back, and he still managed to come through to finish 12th overall for second in class. So if he can do that from the back, he's obviously going to like his chances of doing one better from not the back. So, and I got a shocking lap time because I was stuck with Lewis and Louisa for the whole thing, trying to get through on them. So I'm starting like way behind everyone. Right, we're having all sorts of calamities with cameras this weekend. So not only did I forget the case for the GoPro, which could live in here or here, but this little goober, which I've had since last year, you can see it's got some war wounds from my low side at Anglesey. This is just packed up this weekend, so basically I can turn it on and start recording, and then for whatever reason I can't stop recording it. So that was mounted in there for the first race, and when I came back in I couldn't turn it off, so I've reset the camera and it seems to have corrupted the file. So don't know if I'm going to have any forward facing footage from that race, unfortunately. You would have seen by now if I managed to save it. Did have the Insta360 on the rear, which I'm now going to put on the front for the next race, but I don't think that offers as good footage from a front facing camera, so we'll see. But hopefully there's enough footage in there of that race, because that race was absolutely mega. I loved that. That train that we were in, it was really cool. So, and obviously it's always nice to have race wing footage, eh?
Does lead the way, Ryan Dixon dropping back down to P4 over at the opening corner.
after is this. Got a bit of a weather question mark now. There is rain, all the forecasts are agreeing there's rain. We're at 3:30, some of them are saying it's going to come in at like 3-4, but there is some cloud about. Doesn't look too threatening yet, but there is like 4 hours until we're out, so I've got a lot of time to change the wheels. I don't have to panic too much, but it would be nice to get an idea of what the call is going to be now if it's going to rain, because I'd rather not do it last minute. So there is a bit of a weather question mark. Alright. Been on weather watch for the last what feels like ages. You can see it is raining. They've just red flagged the Endurance, waiting to see what the weather would do, and while they were sat under red flag it stopped raining. But they're going again now. Some of the riders are on wets, some are on dries. Here's who's that? Is that a little person? Oh, he's cool. Look at his ears. You're adorable. I've never seen ears like that before.
It just got practically blue in here.
Very cute. Yeah, so there you go. It's getting heavier. So I was going to put the wet front in and leave the rear for a minute, but it's getting heavier. It's meant to get worse, so it's going to be wet, isn't it? So that helps massively that it's done that. Right, whatever happens now, we're on wets. It's had another little flurry, but again, that's not wet enough for wets really. But we haven't got time to fuck around and change it. We haven't got a MotoGP pit crew, unfortunately. So we put the wets in. It's going to be declared a wet race. So if it does hoof it down, they're not going to stop it. So putting the dry rear in would have been a gamble, because if you'd got 4 laps in and then it started chucking it down, they're not going to stop it. So this is the safe bet, although it might be the slow bet. It's raining. It's already kind of wet. It's carry on raining. So there is no tyre choice now. It is wet or you fucked up, basically. So we're all in the same boat, starting 16th. Crucially, for my 16th start, I've got Kai and Polly on the same row as me, who are both good in the wet. So I need to follow them through it and try and learn how to be a better wet weather rider, because yeah, both of them will be steaming, but they've got to make a lot of overtakes because there's a lot of bikes between me and the front. So hopefully I can follow one of them and they can drag me along a little bit.
Bring it in the elements previous position and now. Track. Green flag now does wave at back red light from front with fuel, it's time. Race 10 just scheduled here, Oulton Park.
The defender tries to intimidate by displaying his massive horns.
Revised standings. Dave didn't go out. Toby's not here. Brad didn't go out. Tommy crashed. Polly won. I came fourth. Callum came fifth. So that is the points going into the final round of the year at Oulton Park. We've got a small cushion, which, considering we were behind 2 rounds ago, is, well, coming into this round we were behind, but yeah, considering we were a big margin behind 2 rounds ago, that is mega. That's a real man right there.
Here comes a winner.